And now, from our flagship campus in Morgantown, we welcome West Virginia University graduates, families, and guests to our 150th commencement ceremony. In keeping with national physical distancing recommendations during the COVID-19 pandemic, we've created this special virtual ceremony experience to keep our community safe while celebrating an incredible cohort of graduates. Thank you for joining us to share this special event. Today, we honor West Virginia University's 2020 August and December graduates, over 150 years after Marmaduke H. Dent became the university's first graduate and alumnus. No matter what the future holds, in these times, we know it's more important than ever to celebrate the challenges overcome, discoveries made, hard work, and determination of our mountaineers. The graduates watching today have proven themselves over the course of their time at WVU. We cannot wait to see what they accomplish in the bright futures that lie ahead for them. Now, please join us in singing the national anthem as we honor our WVU ROTC students and veterans, young women and men who are committed to serving and safeguarding our nation and the world. We'd also like to recognize and give our thanks to the frontline healthcare providers who continue to work tirelessly during this pandemic. Please welcome WVU Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Marianne Reed.
Good morning. On behalf of West Virginia University's faculty, staff, students, Board of Governors, and administration, I'm pleased to welcome you to our December 2020 virtual Mountaineer Graduation Day. Today is a wonderful day, a day in which we celebrate a milestone achievement in your lives, finishing college or graduate school and moving on to the next chapter. Now, we realize this is not exactly the commencement ceremony that you were planning for, but it will certainly be the commencement you remember. Over the past several years, you have faced and overcome a myriad of challenges. But the COVID-19 pandemic may be the biggest disruption that you have experienced in your lifetime. But you've handled it. You've adjusted to taking courses online. You've figured out how to maintain a social life while social distancing. And you've kept alive your ambition, hopes, and dreams. In short, you have pivoted and adapted. And this says a lot about you and your ability to face the future, whatever comes your way. Please know that your WVU degree has value, and so do you. We have really enjoyed our time with you, and we look forward to seeing where life's journey takes you next. But as excited as you are, and probably a little scared to start that next chapter, be sure to take this moment to stop, take a breath, and appreciate how far you've come. You've earned your success through your hard work, dedication to personal growth, and your mountaineer resiliency. If our current situation has taught me anything, it is that while it's important to plan ahead, it's also important to acknowledge and appreciate the moment you're in as you are experiencing it, because none of us really knows what the future holds. So please take today to savor this moment and know that we couldn't be prouder of you and your success. And know that we will miss you terribly. Good luck, stay safe, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Fall 2020 Commencement Ceremony for the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences. I'm Jack Watson, and it's my honor to serve as the Dean of the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences. Graduates, today marks a milestone achievement in your lives. After years of hard work and persistence, you are completing one phase of your journey and will soon be entering another. To honor those who have been with you throughout this journey, I encourage you to take the next few days to thank your parents, family, friends, and the faculty and staff within the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences. These individuals have provided you with the support necessary to be successful throughout this educational journey. Now, as you turn your focus to the future, I want you to know that few of us achieve meaningful success in life without effort, hard work, a growth mindset, and even failures. These challenges can become some of our most important learning experiences. This has never been truer than during the past 9 months while the world has lived with the COVID-19 pandemic. During this time, you have been forced to become extremely adaptable. You have likely learned and to practice cognitive flexibility. While not the perfect final year for your college experience, these new skills that you have learned during COVID-19 will certainly serve you well into the future. As you watch this ceremony, I'm sure that you're excited and maybe even a little bit nervous. Nervous about what the future has in store for you. Know that you have received a quality education within CPAS that has prepared you well for your future endeavors. You have the skills necessary to be successful. Hear me on this one more time. You have the skills necessary to be successful. We are proud to count each of you as CPAS alumni, and we will be watching and celebrating your achievements with you. As graduates, you are now Mountaineers for life. And remember, it's always a great day to be a Mountaineer. Congratulations and best wishes.
Today's celebration wouldn't be complete without words of inspiration from a legendary innovator and leader. For 11 years, Brad Smith was at the helm of software giant Intuit. As president and CEO, he led Intuit's transformation from a North American desktop software company to a global cloud-based company that offers financial platforms and products such as QuickBooks, TurboTax, and Mint. During his leadership, Intuit's revenue doubled and its stock price increased more than 500%. At the same time, the company focused on core values such as courage, integrity, and giving back, which contributed to it being named one of the best places to work year after year. While Brad stepped down as CEO in 2019, somebody with his energy and drive doesn't just stop. He continues to serve Intuit as the executive chairman of its board of directors and has launched new pursuits of his own. He and his wife Elise established the Wing to Wing Foundation, an organization focused on advancing education and entrepreneurship in regions where individuals and communities are often overlooked. This new venture was born of a desire to pay it forward and to level the playing field for future generations. Brad himself comes from humble origins. This Silicon Valley superstar was actually born and raised in Canova, West Virginia, a small town near Huntington with a population of under 4,000 people and less than 2 square miles in size. He stayed local for his college career and earned his bachelor's degree in marketing from Marshall University. He went on to earn his master's degree in leadership development from Aquinas College in Michigan. But no matter how far he's flown, Brad has never forgotten his roots and the state he calls home in his heart. Brad and Elise continue to give back to West Virginia. With a $10 million gift, they established a scholarship at Marshall University for first-generation West Virginia and Ohio students. A $25 million gift was also made to transform Marshall's College of Business. And just last year, they announced a new business incubator in Huntington, which will serve as a resource space for business innovators and students seeking entrepreneurial guidance and connection to the area's larger business community. You may also recognize Brad's name from a recent WVU news story. Just this fall, Brad and Elise made a transformational $25 million gift to WVU to fund an innovative new program aimed at igniting our state's economy, developing a world-class infrastructure, and expanding outdoor educational opportunities. The newly named Brad and Elise Smith Outdoor Economic Development Collaborative was established with this donation, one of the largest in WVU's history. As President Gee said, this recent gift to the university is one that will help reshape our state's future by reinventing our economy and creating more diverse, inclusive, and purposeful communities in the region. Brad credits his success in large part to those who believed in him, pushed him forward, and lifted him up when he needed it most. He is humble and kind and always willing to open the door for the next in line. And lest I forget, Brad Smith has an honorary doctorate degree from WVU. I am truly honored to introduce the 2020 keynote speaker for your graduation celebration, Dr. Brad Smith.
Thank you, Provost Reed, for your kind introduction. You know, simply introducing me as Brad from Canova, West Virginia would have been more than sufficient. Because when it's all said and done, I'm still that boy from a small hometown who spent the first 22 years of his life looking for a way out, and every day since looking for a way back home. Greetings to the amazing graduating class of 2020, to your friends and family members, to the faculty and board of governors. It is an honor to be invited to speak with you today. 2020 has been an unusual year to say the least, but of all the years I could have been honored to give a commencement address, I honestly would have chosen this one because there's much to celebrate. This year has tested us in ways that will pay significant dividends in the future. But there's no question that the past 12 months have been a challenge. We've endured natural disasters from fires in Australia and the west coast of the United States, floods in Indonesia, earthquakes in Puerto Rico and Turkey, volcanoes in Mexico, Japan, the Philippines, hurricanes along the Gulf Coast. Heck, we've even had a locust infestation. And then came COVID-19, the great pandemic, with a continuing escalation of those who've been infected or passed away, bringing tremendous grief and sadness. Economies have been shut down, jobs and entire businesses have been lost, major events have been postponed or canceled, and we've all had to adjust to a new normal. Shelter in place, face masks, Zoom meetings, social distancing, distance learning, and the year is still not over. In many ways, 2020 has been one of the great amplifiers for some, and yet a great discriminator for others, disproportionately impacting certain demographic groups and geographic regions, exposing the inequity that surrounds us. And yet here we stand. Here you stand, the most blessed and the best prepared class of students in our nation's history. Yes, I said blessed, and I suspect that description may surprise you. After all, aren't you the class that had your school year interrupted, your spring break plans canceled, your commencement ceremony moved to this virtual event, internships postponed, and now you're entering a job market that's navigating this continued disruption and uncertainty? Yes, you are. And it is these things that make you and your peers the most blessed and the best prepared class in our nation's history. That is, if you choose to make it so. Because having lived through these things has instilled in you 3 critical skills that are necessary for succeeding in the 21st century: adaptability, resilience, and purpose. Let me begin with adaptability. To quote Charles Darwin, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It's the one that is the most adaptable to change. One of the most sought-after skills in the 21st century is discovery-driven thinking, also known as design thinking. It's the ability to develop scenario plans versus a false precision of predicting the future with a singular plan or approach. It requires developing multiple hypotheses, running rapid experiments, and demonstrating an ability to pivot quickly if something isn't working. It's the secret of success in the Silicon Valley. With COVID-19, you've been living through the greatest application of discovery-driven thinking in the last 100 years. You're blessed. The second in-demand skill is resilience, or more simply stated, grit. Grit is defined as the combination of passion and perseverance in pursuit of your goal. Winston Churchill was right when he famously stated that the definition of success is the ability to go from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm. In fact, 90% of all successful startups in Silicon Valley failed on their first idea. Success requires grit, and given what you've lived through in 2020, you've developed unparalleled levels of grit, and you're blessed to have it. Which takes me to the third critical skill, purpose. Mark Twain once said the two most important days in your life are the day that you're born and the day that you discover why. The best time to figure out your purpose or your why is now. In fact, a book that I would recommend everyone read is The Defining Decade, Why Your 20s Matter and How to Make the Most of Them Now by Meg Jay. I hope you'll take the time to pause, read the book if you can, and reflect on the questions that it asks. You'll be amazed by the patterns and insights that will emerge. In addition to having developed these three critical skills, you're also graduating at an exciting time in West Virginia when a series of game-changing efforts are coming to fruition, like the Virgin Hyperloop, the Outdoor Economic Development Collaborative, a remote worker program, and a heavy emphasis on becoming the startup state, just to name a few. All of these are in service to creating a new chapter, so your generation will no longer feel the need to leave our state to find a job. And West Virginia will no longer hope for companies to move offices here to create jobs. Instead, we're going to take our destiny in our own hands, starting our own companies, recruiting employees from other companies to move here and work remotely in this beautiful state where they can live, work, and play. They'll bring with them their jobs, their talents, their families, their purchasing power, strengthening our communities and our economy, all while investing in our outdoor recreational assets and preserving our natural environment along the way. Which brings me full circle to you. I know the events that have occurred in 2020 stink, but they prepared you with the three most critical skills for succeeding in the 21st century: adaptability, resilience, and purpose. They may feel like disadvantages now, but you'll discover over time that they were indeed blessings, because the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fires. And you are our best and brightest. You are our hope of today and our leaders for tomorrow. You are the dreams of your parents and the result of their love and sacrifice. And you are proud mountaineers, that special individual who goes first, blazing trails instead of following paths. This is your time. Commit to being the change you seek in our state and in our world, and go put your dent in the universe. You were made for this. Congratulations, class of 2020. We all celebrate you.
I'm graduating. Unbelievable, you guys. I have literally been dreaming of this, the moment I set foot into this country and moved to West Virginia to pursue my undergraduate studies. And so this is a dream come true.
The most important lesson I'm taking from West Virginia is the importance of continuing to move forward, no matter what happens. Failing is a part of the learning process, but the important part is to fail fast and learn from those mistakes and move forward.
One of my most memorable moments at WVU was the first time I ever did the Let's Go Mountaineers cheer and sang Hail West Virginia at Milan Puskar Stadium. It was for Monday Night Lights, and even better, we got to stand on the field and do the cheer, which has been a dream of mine ever since I was a kid.
The thing that I will miss the most about WVU is definitely going to be pre-COVID game days, because there's nothing more exhilarating than singing Country Roads after a Mountaineer win.
Being a student in the College of Creative Arts has helped me have some of the most memorable performances of my life. In 2016, I was with the Pride in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and the next year I was with the Wind Symphony at Carnegie Hall for our first performance there.
So many professors made such an impression on me and are willing to help me further my career and want me to succeed in life, and that really means a lot to me.
Attending WVU for the past 4 years has taught me a lot about myself, but has also truly prepared me for my future. I've learned that hard work and tenacity can take you a long way, not only as an international student athlete, but as well into my career.
And I also love the person I'm becoming. I came here in 2017, like I said, very confused, lost. I knew what I was going to study, I just didn't know what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do. And I feel like this is the whole purpose of university, to help us discover what we want to do, and mission accomplished.
What I'll miss most about WVU is getting to meet people, students and faculty from all over the world.
West Virginia is such an amazing community and environment. There's special things happening here, and I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to be a part of the West Virginia University community.
What I really love about WVU is the passion that everyone has for WVU itself. Oh my, everywhere you go it's WVU related, which is really good because it shows that the school spirit is always there and will always be there.
I'm just thrilled to be coming from this university to start my life, and I miss it already.
Throughout my 4 years of college, it's been absolutely life-changing through the people that I've met, the people that I've trained with, the coaching staff, the professors has helped me so much to where I am today. I don't know where I'd be without my West Virginia roots, and can I get a let's go Mountaineers?
Let's go Mountaineers!
Let's go Mountaineers!
Let's go Mountaineers!
Congratulations, class of 2020. As a fellow student, I understand how challenging this year has been. However, as Mountaineers always do, you all prevailed. You have shown just how resilient, intrepid, and resolute you all are as individuals. No matter your next step, be sure to continue in life with these values in mind. Values that this university has equipped each and every one of you with during your time spent here in Morgantown. In all sincerity, you all are incredibly inspiring people. People like yourself are what make WVU such a special place. So again, congratulations and best of luck, Mountaineers.
Good morning, 2020 Mountaineer graduates, families, and friends. When I spoke to last year's December graduates, I did so via a pre-recorded video as I prepared for hip surgery. After 40 years in higher education, I felt certain that would be the one and only commencement address I delivered remotely. Well, I was wrong. But surely May 2020's video commencement would be the last of its kind. I've decided to leave prognosticating to groundhogs and cable news pundits. I'm so sorry that we cannot gather in person on this most important occasion in your life and our university's life. As you continue traveling toward your dreams in the years ahead, you will understand better than any class before you that the journey can make shocking and unexpected detours. 2020 has gained a reputation as a particularly unpleasant year, throwing at us everything from bitter election battles to the loss of Alex Trebek. While the current global crisis caused by COVID-19 is unprecedented, it reminds us of the many hardships that West Virginia University students have overcome on their paths to graduation, from wars to economic depressions to national tragedies. The class of 2002, which graduated into a world rocked by 9/11, heard from entrepreneur and technology leader Ray Lane about creating positive disruption in perilous times. His keynote speech included a vision of new educational models. All lectures, all books, all research, all teachers available to everyone, everywhere, all the time. Imagine everyone in the world being able to take courses from the best teachers in the world, a sort of virtual university. Yes, just imagine. 60 years earlier, many members of the class of 1942 transitioned directly from college into history's deadliest war. 75 years before that, the very first West Virginia University students arrived on campus only 2 years after Civil War battlefields had fallen still. Our land-grant university emerged from that dark period during which President Abraham Lincoln recognized the unbreakable link between education and human progress. He signed an act that opened the American dream to more people than ever before. Grit and determination have always fueled mountaineers. That spirit empowered your quest for a degree, and it will sustain you during this difficult time. But as the word commencement implies, your real journey is only now beginning, whether the next step is continuing your education or launching your career. No matter what the world's state, all graduates embark on a similar quest. Life is about finding your purpose and making sure your choices serve that purpose. Is your goal healing the sick, inspiring others with your artistic vision, shattering the status quo with the next high-tech innovation? Whatever path you choose, the education you received at West Virginia University will guide you to ever higher summits. The skills and strengths you honed here will drive you onward. And with your unique passion inspiring you, you will excel, you will achieve success, and you will gain the kind of happiness that lasts along the way. The hopes and goodwill of our one West Virginia University family will always accompany you, and even under these unique circumstances, I would not send you out into this great big world without the benefit of my wisdom. So here we go. In confusing times, sticking to a routine keeps your life under control. So even if you are working remotely, wear different pants every day than the ones you slept in overnight. Follow actor W.C. Fields' admonition to avoid working with children or animals, or at least avoid letting them interrupt your Zoom meetings. Let this period of social distancing remind you how precious human connections are. Instead of returning to normal life when this pandemic is over, build a richer one with less texting and more togetherness. Take comfort in knowing that your graduation will stand out from that of most other mountaineers before and after you. You can bore everyone by talking about it for decades to come. Be glad that you have already learned an important lesson. Life will not always go according to plan, and that is okay. Even if you make a few detours, your inner calling will always lead you to the perfect destination, and you will always, always count this moment among the best things to emerge from this strange and challenging year. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
President Gee, it's my pleasure to present to you the candidates for graduation who have met the degree requirements within the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences at West Virginia University.
Andre Muriel Albino Jr., Derek Deshawn Almond, Daniel Jonathan Arndt, Brenna Emily Baran, Brooke Diane Barron, Ryan Andrew Barch, Courtney Beard, Rebecca R. Bennett, Sarah Mae Bennett, Madeline Grace Barris, Ryan William Bombich, Dante Joseph Bonamico, Terrell Todd Bowman, Kevin Thomas Bray, Corey Lee Breithoff, Hannah Brooks, Jessica Brooks, Morgan L. Bullock, Samantha Josephine Burnett, Blake Andrew Burris, Emily K. Butcher, Gregory Joseph Kakapo, Lena Rayanne Coffin, Andrew Chakas, Andrea Marie Chittister, Jacob Christopher Cole, Natalie Deanne Cohen, Jessica Lacey Coleman, Gina Margaret Cuneo, Alexis Defabaugh, Cheyenne Brooke Dellinger, Natalie Elaine Dybel, Jacob Henry Doberstein, Lorenzo Baranyudor, Lacey Elizabeth Idle, Beloved Chibuza Enyanaya, Jared Dalton Facemeyer, Emily Rose Faddis, Michaela Chanel Fannin, George Landry Fakwa Nobasi, Andrew Wallace Funk, Marla Danielle Francis Gladstone, Andrew Ryan Gauk, Anthony Jerenson Green Jr., Brianna Elizabeth Grimes, Chase Thomas Gump, Evan Daniel Hall, Kendrick A. Hall, Scott Hamaker, Chase Border Harler, Paige Ashley Hennessy, Kenzie Kathleen Hickenbottom, Shayla Lou Hinterer, Danielle Brooke Hoffman, Chase Illig, Morgan Craig Ingraham, Samuel Scott Jeter, Bailey Ann Marie Johnson, Alexander Jones, Stephen Christopher Jones, Usman Augustine Kamara, Peter Kane, Hannah Catherine Kelly, Parker Raymond Kelly, Mara Robin Rachel Kohut, Alex John Kottheimer, Benjamin Andrew Kong, Jason Leonard, Michael Miles Lindsay Jr., James Anderson Long, Garrett Christopher Lord, Christopher Michael Lorenzo II, Jacob Patrick Lowe, Woodrow Lowe III, Elizabeth Carragher Mayfield, Nicholas Michael Maslin, Rachel Allen Maisie, Cordell Harrison McClung, Kevin Patrick McDonnell, Bethany Ann McPherson, James Paul Michelucci, Dominic Michael Monroe, Henry Saul Morenchel, Eric Matthew Nartatis, Nicholas William Nauman, Taylor Lee Newman, Rhett Matten Parrott, Adrian Emilio Perez, Christopher John Perkins, Carly Ann Plummer, Alexandra Gabrielle Radike, Jonathan Stanley Ratliff, David Keith Ratzer, Nathan Gregory Riggs, Caleb Scott Robinson, Meredith Renee Robinson, Douglas Taylor Rook Jr., Samuel Paul Ruffo, Matthew Lewis Ryan, Aidan Sawyer, Christopher Eric Scales II, Megan Jo Chapono, William Chance Simmons, Anya Murray Smith, Riley Anderson Sewer, Seth Swery, Lauren Sheehan Taylor, Landon Neal Travis, Ka Vang, Nicholas Scott Vaughn, Zachary Lee Vonderschmidt, Antonio Terrell Winslow Jr., Ryan Michael Wood, Terrell Yancey, Gray William Ackerman, Donald Matthew Baker, Ryan David Barrow, Madeline Michaela Billick, Ashley Marie Brill, Giovanna Ferreira Caputo, Abby Elizabeth Colbert, Andrew Richard Curtis, Louise Dankent, Josh Lewis Davidson, Caitlin Decker, Brian Nicole Dieter, Ryan Denant, Jordan Drew, Robert Tyre Ellison, Caitlin Marie Evans, Justin Falwell, Marissa Renee Ferreira, Stephanie Ferrer Venkenkel, Malena Jo Fowler, Whitney Renee Freeman, William O. Furlow, Michael Grip, Bailey R. Guffin, Victoria Kathleen Hartzell, Isaac Peyton Hieronymus, Garrett William Henry, Christian Higgins, Chloe Ann Honecker, Alexis Marie Hooks, Jake Hutchinson, Isaac Iglesias, Kayla Nicole Jackson, Kalia Hosanna James, Ryan Andrew Jorger, Javon T. Jones, David Leo Jost, Catherine Irene Judge, Daniel Blaine Kaufman, Austin Scott Kendall, Noah Clem, Peyton James Kohler, Kevin Patrick Lawrence Jr., Matthew David Lawrence, Matthew A. Liller, Grant Ronald Lingefelter, Trevor Link, Exree Anthony Lowe, Kevin Robert Liu, Joshua David Mabe, Charles Joseph Matthew, Christopher James Mayo, Alec Wallace Lee McCauley, Heather McConnell, Rebecca Hardy Milburn, Jerry Allen Miller, Julian Miller, Ashley Jade Morris, Colin E. Moser, Craig Allen Nicholas, Tyler Daniel Orlowski, Ryan Michael Pollock, Matthew Jeffrey Porterfield, Jessica Ann Reber, Matthew Havens Reese, Sydney Lynn Roberts, Virginia Beth Rose, Michael Robert Rosovac Jr., Philip Decker Russell, Mallory Joe Santoro, Lynette Schroeder, Ryan Patrick Sharp, James Clark Smith, Sierra Cheyenne Smith, Hannah Casey Sullivan, Cody Swenson, Jonathan Michael Tuscan, Benjamin Ryan Valentine, Cameron Beck Vandemark, Jarrell Keith Wade, Charles Matthew Watson, William Charles Way III, Richard Allen West, Tamar Geron Williamson, Cheyenne Marie Woods, Paul Anthony Zakarski Jr. Congratulations to the graduates from the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences.
So graduates, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me by West Virginia University's Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As West Virginia University's newest graduates, bachelors may move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our newest graduates.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, missed a taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday, Lord, yesterday.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. Always remember, this is your home among the hills. And no matter how far you roam, once a mountaineer, always a mountaineer. We cannot wait to welcome you back to campus soon as official alumni of West Virginia University. Feel free to share your own version of the beloved Take Me Home Country Road song via social media. Be sure to tag it with the hashtag WVUGrad.